Oh shit! New mental illness just dropped. So I've decided that I am no longer mentally ill, and I have instead decided to flip the script and to diagnose the people who have been ruining my life and the life of literally everyone on planet Earth with something new. Now, for legal purposes, this is a joke, but I do have a degree in psychology and I might know what I'm talking about, like a little. So hit me up for the new edition of the DSM-6, please. This is delusional grandiose personality disorder. DGPD is a psychological syndrome usually observed in advanced capitalist industrial societies. It is characterized by a denial of the conditions of reality, an inflated sense of self-worth, and difficulties in engaging in positive interpersonal interactions. The risk factors for DGPD include a privileged socioeconomic background, being of a majority or dominant group, and a social environment which rewards antisocial behavior. So let's get into the criteria. So first up is an inability to acknowledge material reality, characterized by all of the following. Rigid delusional beliefs not due to a temporary state of psychosis, and these beliefs may or may not be shared by others. Automatic rejection or denial of new information that does not align with set beliefs. The tendency to seek out only relationships with others who sustain set beliefs, and urges to make false claims in order to defend or sustain beliefs. Next, we've got an exaggerated sense of self-importance characterized by one or more of the following. The rigid belief that they are a special chosen person or part of a select special chosen group of people. A fragile identity that is easily damaged by threats to a sense of superiority. And the devaluing of the worth of the lives of others or of a specific select groups of people. Next, we got social difficulties that impede one's own functioning and or the functioning of others, characterized by one or more of the following. Low and or distorted empathy. And by low empathy, I mean a generalized lack of empathy for others, so you just say, fuck everyone, it's me. And distorted empathy refers to differentially applied empathetic values. Now, what that means is, or what I mean there is that you have one set of empathetic values for one group of people and a different for a different set of people. Subversion of the autonomy and agency of others. The desire to only interact with select groups of worthy people. And the tendency to engage in only transactional, surface-level relationships, often motivated by material considerations. So my goal with this isn't to point out the obvious. It's not to say that this applies to, although it does, a certain very powerful group of people that we all know very well. The point is to point out how this probably applies to people you know in your everyday life. Some people end up anxious, depressed, or traumatized by our society, and some end up with this. So why do we only act like people like me are crazy? When this is happening,